Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. It's 10:42 p.m. It's not too late here in Arizona. I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. This is going to be a very quick breakdown. I was doing my technical analysis before bed, and I was actually catching up on a couple Discord messages, and then I was going through my list of my active uptrend watch list. And I was looking at the 180-day chart, and I was seeing like what really pushed up today, what looked a little bit overextended, and kind of like what I'm watching for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, the last day of the week. We had an amazing week altogether. Today was my best day for this entire week so far. I was able to push a little bit over $2,000 on the day. If you follow me on Instagram, you should be able to stay up to date with my story posts and all that good stuff. On YouTube, I was able to showcase, I think it was at around 9 to 10 a.m. I was up about 1,600 to about 1,700 and stuff like that on the day and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a very quick recap. I'm going to talk about the stock that the ETF that I personally see value in for tomorrow that I'm going to be watching. It doesn't mean that I'm going to trade anything. Just like we always say, one of the best positions that you can take is not taking one at all, especially on a Friday. If you don't see anything playing according to plan or in your favor, something that I personally really like to focus on, and this is preference, it doesn't mean that this is something that you personally have to do, is I like to focus on stocks that trade in between the middle and top VWAP, especially for a day trade. And if I'm focusing on a stock that's trying to show signs of an uptrend pattern, but it's not trading between the middle and top VWAP, then it's probably not worth the risk, right? So I'm going to do a very quick recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please, again, it's not something that I'm going to trade tomorrow. It's just something that I'm watching. So in no way is this any stock suggestion. So I hope that you guys, understand that. Hope you guys enjoy, and if you guys do, hopefully we earn your thumbs up. But this is pretty much, I'm going to close this out just so we could focus on the chart itself. This is TNDM. This is one that I was trading today. Just so for those that wanted to stay up to date with my position, I ended up taking another position on TNDM. And when it was at the price of $43.67, I was up a little bit over $2,000. If I'm not mistaken, on the day it closed at $43.18, but during extended hours it closed at $43.35 and stuff like that. So hopefully, looking forward for another green day for a swing trade tomorrow. But for a day trade, I'm going to go to the 180-day analysis, and I'm not going to talk about TNDM, and I already talked about why I saw value in that one. But it was this one that really surprised me. You guys had an absolute amazing day. There's two ETFs, but you guys is the main one. The reason that I'm talking about this one is look at this price point from $68. Really, in reality, from $66 to about $70. This price range becomes very overextended. The easiest way to put it is if we like to focus on buying when something is a good deal, we need to sell something when it's not so much of a good deal. And looking at the past 180 days, looking at this previous consolidation, right, when it normally trades around this area, we can identify that when it's around $68 to $70, the price normally does not hold. It does a lot of consolidation or either gets rejected. I think that's very easy or safe to say. That's why when UGAS was down here around $56, it made sense on why it was bouncing there. It was a much better deal. And this is the biggest focus, I think, for a lot of people. So many people are going to be so motivated to trade UGAS tomorrow because of the amazing day that it had not only yesterday, but the day before. All I want to remind you is how overextended it is, how it's at a previous price point on where it normally gets rejected at, and why you might want to consider the idea that if it pushes up, all power to you. You do what it is that you see value in, but you have to understand the big picture. That when it comes down to swing trading when holding something for more than one day, this might not be the best swing trade. I think that's very safe to say. It offers more margin for loss than it does for profit. And that's just something that I want to consider. I want you to consider. I'm using you guys as an example. I see this thing to be very overextended. Because of that, if I see that DGAS is starting to show signs of a reversal, then this one might be that I might be a stock that I might want to day trade for tomorrow. I'm sorry that I'm kind of stuttering and stuff like that, but just wanted to simply break that down. I think that DGAS is very oversold, but it's not showing any signs of a reversal just yet. This might be something that we might want to set our alerts on, right? See if it starts showing signs of a potential recovery, and if so, then maybe we can follow up with it. Also with DGAS, if DGAS starts to show signs of an uptrend, great. I can day trade it. I can focus on a day trade, take advantage of it as a day trade solely, because I know that if I hold this over the weekend, the possibility, yes, it can continue to uptrend. Anything is possible, but most likely, based on previous patterns, it makes sense on why it can get rejected at around this territory, right? This price point. And that's all I want to remind you guys. It doesn't mean that it's going to get rejected. It doesn't mean that it's going to pull back. All it means is, all I want you to consider is the idea that it's at a price point where it's becoming more overbought. It's not so much of a good deal. And I think that we can utilize this general understanding of when something is not a good deal, when something is a good deal, when to understand when to buy and when to sell. That's really just it. It's just a friendly reminder. Another stock or ETF for those that care, JDST. JDST had a huge sell-off today. It's showing signs of potential bounce around the SMA line. It doesn't mean that it has to bounce. It's at a previous support, but again, a psychological support level is only validated when it bounces and when it validates it. And we don't have that yet. The EMA line is still pointing down. It's still showing signs of a very aggressive downtrend. JNEG today did an absolute amazing job showing signs of an uptrend, right? But it also potentially can get rejected around this SMA line. So again, it's just something that we might want to consider. If we see JNEG showing signs of an uptrend and it's getting really close to this SMA line, we might want to consider locking in profits. And then if it continues to uptrend next week, then guess what? We can do an amazing thing of getting back in. But understanding that over the weekend, maybe it's not the worst idea to lock in profits and then to feel comfortable throughout the entire weekend. And that's really just it. We'll follow up with it again. We can say everything we want before the market opens, but nothing really matters until the market opens, and then we have a better understanding of, in which direction these series of stocks and ETFs are heading. So that's really just it. If you guys didn't check out, I'm going to be making a video tomorrow. I uploaded a new picture on Instagram, keeping everyone up to date. So obviously the new house that I bought. And then I bought a new car. So I bought a new car. It's a Maserati Ghibli. I don't think you guys are going to guess how cheap I actually bought it for. You guys can guess in the comment section. You guys know that we buy and resell cars, and we try to find the best cars or the best price points within our area and stuff like that. And I actually want to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys want to guess how much I bought it for, feel free to comment down below. It's a Maserati Ghibli Q4S, so it's the all-wheel drive, clean title. It has about 30,000 miles and stuff like that. Wow, a lot of you guys are actually pretty close. So it actually surprises me. So within my area, with a 350 mile radius, I bought the least expensive in my area. And then when it comes down to the overall country, I still bought the least expensive, taking my miles into consideration. There's one that's a little bit less. I'm going to be breaking down this car and why I bought it, why I thought it was a good deal. I bought it for this house. All my roommates, or the three that I have, they're all partners within TechBuds, and we all have coupes. No one has. Actually, Justin just bought a 4-door car, but I really wanted something that was a little bit more comfortable. His CTS-V is very loud, and the Maserati Ghibli, in my opinion, is always something that I kind of wanted. It was not very expensive. We found it to be a really good deal, and I'm going to show you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video on how I was able to negotiate $6,000 off the asking price. And that's really just it. So I'm going to keep it very simple. Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm really tired. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm going to try to get some, I'm going to respond to the rest of the messages that I have on Discord. I'm going to try to catch up on some rest. Hopefully we can end the week on a green note. And again, let's just keep it simple. Forget about what every other stock everyone is talking about. It doesn't really matter if it doesn't make sense to you. And if you cannot be opinionated on a stock that you are investing in, then it means that you might want to invest a little bit more time to understand what you are doing. And I think paper trading is, the best way on how to get started. So yeah, that's really just it. Thank you guys again. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. All the links are down below if you guys want to stay connected. The first one is if you want to watch me trade live. So I'm really looking forward to working with the new people that we have within Learn, Plan, Profit tomorrow at Market Open. And then we have the Flipping Wheels group. And then we have the TechBud Solutions free Facebook group and free Discord chat. That's that third link in the description. So whatever it is, and if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, feel free to do so. If not, if you guys want to thumbs down this video, totally understand. You guys do whatever it is that you guys would like. I just want to wish you guys an amazing rest of your week, and hopefully you guys end it on a green note. So thank you guys again for your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.